Network Entertainment.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to wherever you're listening or watching my podcast here in the Philippines or all over the world. My name is RJ Ledesma. Welcome to the RJ Ledesma Podcast. In my podcast, I like to speak to successful entrepreneurs to learn more about how they think about doing business, ano yung mga sekreto nila sa negosyo, and how can we replicate their success in our own businesses. Now, I am a wedding supplier. Ako po ay isang wedding host and I work with some of the top wedding suppliers here in the industry. And today, I want to introduce you to one of my good friends, also a top event stylist. Please welcome Mr. Gary Dakanay. Gary, welcome sa RJ Ledesma Podcast.
Hello, good day.
So,
and to all our viewers and to all our watchers and followers, good evening. Or good day.
Thanks so much, Gary, for guesting over here. I think, unang-una sa lahat, I know people who if you want to know who Gary Dakanay is, you can research online, but he's one of the top event stylists in the country. Karamihan dyan yung mga international pageants. Ano mga international pageants na ginawa mo na?
Actually, national pageants.
National pageants.
National pageants. But in 2015, we were part of the Miss Universe pageant way back when it was held here in the Philippines.
Wow.
I think it's 2015 nung dito ginanap sa Pilipinas. Yung ang nanalo ay si Miss France, Iris Mitiner.
Wow.
So some of the side events of Miss Universe then, we were part of it, like styling the venue, something like that. So we were part of the production.
Naka-host nga ako dyan, one of the pre-pageant interviews.
We were in Baguio then.
Baguio kayo.
Yeah.
Oo. Now, Gary, matanong ko lang sana, when it comes to doing styling of an event, just how important is it for an event stylist to be hired, especially a good one? What makes the difference na may stylist ka?
So this is regardless of a wedding or a baptism or debut. So the venue is actually venue styling is actually the top in the tier of expenses. It occupies a big chunk of expenses. So when you look at when you look at styling, so when you transform the venue, once the audience once the guests enter the venue, it should be wow.
Wow, talaga.
So it's very important. So it sets the mood. It sets the mood. So the guests would really wander around, walk around, enjoy and everything. It's more of a because a wedding or an event is more of a gastronomic experience. It's actually it's a multisensorial experience. So it's something a visual feast kumbaga. So dapat enjoy yung mga tao so that after the event, masarap ang pagkain, magandang event, ang ganda ng venue, ganda ng program and everything. So it's a total experience.
So, kumbaga, sa
Event
event,
styling completes it.
that's right. So, parang pag sa wedding, busog ka sa pagkain, busog ka rin sa sensory experience
Yes,
mo.
multisensory experience talaga ang mga events ngayon. So it has evolved into something like that.
Now, like in any industry, like in the wedding industry, I have a lot of people, my peers, but they're also very, very good. A lot of great hosts, and there are also a lot of great stylists out there. I'm trying to understand what in your opinion, makes you stand out? Or what is your, kumbaga, tinatawag ko ulit yung secret sauce mo?
Okay. Each and every stylist ay iba. Iba-iba ang atake, iba-iba ang kanilang aesthetic. Why? Because iba't iba sila ng pinanggalingan. Iba't iba ng background. Like for me, I am a mass comm graduate. There's no such thing as Bachelor of Science in Event Styling. Something like that. So my styling is based on my experience, based on the things that I love to do. Like for example, I love flowers since I was a kid. So I was a kid. So ang styling ko may pagka-production type. May pagka-production type. So for example, I inject production design in my craft, in my setup. So sometimes I make it also a bit unpredictable. Unpredictable para hindi siya boring. Okay. So lahat ng stylish yan, kanya-kanya sila ng iba. May forte niya ang colors, color combination. May forte niya naman ang selection of flowers. So kanya-kanya po talaga. So actually there's no secret talaga. When there's no secret. Talagang pag pumunta ka lang talaga dun sa event, pag makita mo siya, kay ganito to. Alam mo, makikita mo yung trademark. I think it's needless for me to ask. The stylist is ganito. Kasi nakita na nila nakita na nila yung signature mo doon sa ginagawa mo. So that's it.
Can styling or being an event stylist, is it something that you can learn or it's something na parang it's inside you, parang innate yung pagiging isang stylist?
For me, it's a passion. It's passion. It's a gift from God. Foresight. Hindi lahat pwedeng maging event stylist, but karamihan pwedeng maging florist. Many are called, but a few are chosen sa pagiging event stylist. Kaya konti lang kami event stylist. Also, noon, way back, 5 to 10 years ago, 5 lang kami. 5, 6, 7, ganon. But now medyo dumadami na, medyo marami ng choice ng client. So, yung sa pagiging sa standard as event stylist, siguro I inject production design in my craft. Tulad ng sabi ko kanina, it's always unpredictable.
Unpredictable.
It's unpredictable and we don't go with fashion. Yan yung uso ngayon. Ano ngayon? Kasi it comes from the heart eh. It comes from the heart kung ano yung pakiramdam mo. Sabi ko nga, pagiging stylist, event stylist is more on the foresight.
Can it be taught? Or it's something that you have to be born with or grow up with or parang experience to become
It's a talent you have to harness. You have to harness pagiging event stylist. The more events you do every day, the more you are trained. The more lessons you encounter. Up to now, after 12 years of event styling, I know I have to learn a lot. I have a lot of things to learn from the management side, from the creative side. It's a bottomless thing. So you have to learn every day.
Pag event stylist ka, because you were saying earlier on, konti lang kayo event stylist because it's a different level. And you said it's different from being some people might think, kasi I am a florist or I can do floral arrangements, I can also be an event stylist. Help me better understand. And for the people na might not know, sasabihin na sa wedding, hindi ko kailangan stylist, basta floral arrangement na lang, okay na ako.
Well, in the olden days, siguro ang tawag sa amin, florist, to be safe. But now it has evolved into being event stylist. We are called event stylists because we don't work on flowers, with the flowers, floral foam, and scissor alone. Hindi lang kami yung sa nagalagay ng bulaklak, but we dress up the entire venue from ceiling to floor, from walls to tables. So we designed the entirety of the of the setup of the event. So we are more than florists.
I see. Now, I want to go a bit more sa paging background mo, Gary. Kasi dito ako curious eh. Kunyari sa ibang na-interview ko dito, I understand where the passion came from. Yeah. But tell me about yourself. Paano ka nagsimula? Anong secret origin mo para maging isang stylist?
I have a very interesting background. I am a Protestant. I'm a Methodist. Since I was a kid, I have this intense love for flowers. You know what? Every Sunday, since I was a child, nung bata pa ako, I always put flowers sa altar. And did you know what, RJ, what I put? Cadena de Amor, Sampaguita, Bougainvillea, Gumamela. Those are the flowers I put. Why? Because I don't have resources. But this became my should I say, gift sa church. I always give back to the church and give flowers to the church every Sunday. So that my love for flowers grew. And then eventually I entered the production. I worked in the media outfit before, same as yours. Same as yours. So I started in production, then yung love for flowers, production, and everything. Also, I'm an OFW. I am an OFW. I worked in Saudi Arabia for 5 years.
Wow.
For 5 years. And then when I came back here in the Philippines, a certain politician called me up. Can you please do the wedding of my daughter? 2,000 guests. Imagine, first wedding ko, 2,000 guests.
Bakit ikaw yung pinili?
Kasi they know that when I was working as a marketing officer in a retail company, or am I allowed to mention that? In SM, I was working as a marketing officer in SM before. They knew that I have this talent in creating beautiful arrangements. So eventually, this friend of mine, a politician, then called me up. ikakasal yung anak ko, 2,000 guests. Pwede bang ikaw yung gumawa ng bulaklak niya? That's way back 12 years ago. 12 years ago. And then, nagustuhan nila. It went well. And then, naano na ako noon. Sa SM, medyo naawol na ako. Kasi one time, lagi na akong absent. I was number 1 in PARS, performance evaluation. However, when clients keep on calling me, "Uy, can you please do this funeral of can you do this? Can you do this? The debut of my anak or inaanak?" And then suddenly, absent na ako lagi. Absent na ako lagi. So eventually, in 2014, nag-full-time na ako for event styling as a business.
Hindi ka ba natakot na umalis sa day-to-day job mo at maging full-time stylist? Because syempre, ibang tao natatakot umalis sa day-to-day job nila, di ba?
I am not afraid because I'm, one of my mantra is follow your heart. Because if you follow your heart, you will never go wrong. So I just followed my heart. I love doing this. I love production. I love weddings. I love events. So I just did what's right. So yun. And it grew. Surprisingly.
Yung ginagawa mo yung negosyo mo, when you were doing the styling already, was it easy for you? Or was it a big challenge to, because sometimes like people, they go out on their own, magne-negosyo sila, but syempre not every day is a good time. And this is not a regular job. They'll only hire you based on your skills. So sometimes may trabaho, walang trabaho. Was it challenging for you?
Yes, we have a lot of challenges, of course, up to now.
Up
to now, we have
mo?
a lot of challenges, especially when the pandemic hit us. It was really, alam niyo ba, naging farmer ako noon. We went home in Pangasinan, literal na nagtanim kami ng mga gulay because we're not doing anything. And the events, zero talaga. So, it started everything. So, lahat ng paghihirap noon sa pandemic, yun talaga, it stopped, the world stopped. And it took years bago kami nakakabangon inch by inch because some of the things that we are noting now or we are minding now are the things that nag-result pa nung problema ng pandemic, like refunds. Ang dami ding refunds. And of course, nawala lahat ng mga tao mo. So you have to form a new team. And eventually you have to train your team every day. And the way to train them is to have more events. So those are the struggles talaga. So ang dami talagang struggle ng pagiging event stylist. Parang hindi natatapos.
Was there a time that you wanted to give up being an event stylist again? Kasi sabi mo, ayoko na to. Can I just go back na lang to doing a regular job or this one? Did you go through that one?
To be honest, yes. Kasi event styling is highly stressful. I think it's one of the most stressful jobs talaga. Kasi we are first to arrive and last to depart in an event.
Yes.
Tulog pa tayong lahat, tulog pa lahat ng mga suppliers at ang ikakasal tulog pa, pero kami andun na. We are first to arrive in the venue or in the hotel. We transform the venue, hinihintay pa namin matapos yung kasunod naming event, then we could enter. And then we will do work non-stop from morning until the afternoon. And then after that, mag-e-egress pa kami. So, and then may kasunod pa bukas. Oh my God. So, talagang there were times din talaga na dahil sa stress, gusto ko na rin po talagang mag-give up. But sabi nga po nila, when you love the things that you do talaga, I think malayo ka sa pag-stop eh. Because I think this is the job that ibinulong sa akin ng Diyos. So it's the job that I love to do. I love flowers talaga in production.
Help me understand. Kasi yung mga kagaya ko, no, I'm creative but when it comes to writing, kasi yan yung aking gift, creative nonfiction. I like to write. And I have a process in my head of how to create an article or an essay. Ano yung creative process mo, especially pag may ginagawa ka, let's say with a client? Help me understand. Ano yung process niya? Do you talk to the client, then you put your own ideas?
Okay.
Please share the process with me.
Of course, when a client approaches us, when a certain to be a new couple approaches us, they have this concept in mind already. It's just that we have to get those points and interpret to them. Because actually, we are interpreters of their vision. We interpret what they like. Gary, I like something like this, but I don't know what you call it. Those are gypsophilia. Those are little flowers, gypsophilia. Is this local or imported? These are imported. So talagang mayroon na silang something in mind, but they don't know the technicalities that surround their ideas. So as event stylists, we make it a point that everything is vivid to them. Vivid to them, and we interpret every detail so that to manage their expectations also. Kasi akala nila, Gary, kasi I have this peg. Can you look at this? Sabi niya, papakita niya sa amin yung peg. Oh, that's a wedding that happened in Europe. So there are certain resources in Europe that could not be found in the Philippines. So sometimes kasi, di ba, pag yan na yung nasa subconscious mind mo, yan na yung ini-expect mo. So the task of the stylist is to define clearly what are those and explain to them their concept so that there will be clarity of the things that you're going to provide also.
Hi, guys. We are the Eavesdrop Podcast. My name is Francesca.
My name is Jelly.
This is Delamar.
This is Jude. What's up?
Yeah, and we are inviting you to check us out, your fellow TPN podcast.
And if you want to learn more about life, what's happening around us, you want to know about love, healing, this is the podcast you should be listening to.
Eavesdrop, 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 eavesdrop. Sometimes we get drunk and do the show. Those are the fun ones.
Like today.
Ooh, why? Who's drunk?
Like right now.
You're red as a bug.
Am I? Eavesdrop, please catch it. 4 hosts going crazy. You'll have fun. You'll cry. Everything else. So please check it out. The Eavesdrop.
Only on the Pod Network.
May naging wedding ka na ba na, what was your biggest wedding challenge that you faced? And that you, when you were able to pull it off, sabi mo, wow, hindi ko na maniniwala na ginawa ko to.
I think physically, the most challenging was the wedding of Derek and Ellen. Why? Because it happened, Derek and Ellen Adarna, Derek Ramsey and then Ellen Adarna, way back 2021 in Rancho Bernardo. Because it happened in a hill. And then we don't have any means of transportation but to ferry everything uphill. So inakyat namin siya literal na inaakyat isa-isa. Kung meron man tayong pang-akyat lang doon is parang very minimal lang na mga sasakyan. Hindi pwede mga malalaking trucks. So, and we had the setup for 7 days.
Wow.
We stayed there for 7 days. Literal na 7 days. Normally, ang isang wedding, di ba, you set up at night and then the wedding happens in the afternoon, right? But that wedding, 7 days.
Wow, ba't ang tagal ng wedding? Ano nangyari?
Kasi we started from scrap talaga. From scratch, talagang wala. Wala kaming even the tent was built, even the flooring was replaced, even the tree, we have to inject the tree. Talagang dapat may totoong puno. And what makes the wedding so challenging? No artificial flowers. Everything should be natural. Everything should be real. So that makes everything unique. Wala pati yung bonfire, kailangan namin maghukay, magdig ng ground, and to cement the ground and put bonfire.
Wow.
I set up a bonfire, and we set up 2 bonfires there. So it was physically challenging talaga.
And what did you learn from that experience?
Hardships talaga pay off talaga. Nagpi-pay off talaga ang hardships. After the wedding, it was a big sigh of relief talaga, that wala na siguro kaming hindi kakayanin. When you have done that most physically challenging setup of all, maybe all of the succeeding weddings will be madali na lang sa'yo on your part. That was really very challenging physically talaga.
We have a lot of challenges physically, but also there's some challenges or some failures that we've had in business because you can't help it as a
Yes.
person, as a business person, as a stylist. There's some failures. But for you, what for you was a big failure, but that eventually became a good lesson or even became a best parang stepping stone mo to success?
Well, for me, managing your staff. I think that's one of the problems I encountered. Managing your staff. Because Well, initially it's so hard to manage people. To manage your staff because in your own company, you are the HR, you're the accounting, you're the everything, you're the president, CEO, and everything. So it's a one-man show. So it's really a challenge managing different types of people, and then your different staff with different educational background and experiences. So it's so hard to get through their differences. So I think managing my staff. Eventually, I have learned to love them. Eventually, I have learned to love them, and then there are a lot of people who are not with me already. Because, for example, I have two admin teams, head of the admin teams, who are not with me already, but they are already event stylists.
Ah, talaga?
They have
Wow.
acquired the system and the procedure, and eventually we just woke up one day, event stylist na rin sila.
Pero paano yung aesthetic? I mean, syempre, what do you have that other people don't have? I mean, they can get the procedure, the system. So what makes Gary Dakanay still different?
Well, they could also get the aesthetics.
They can also as well.
They could acquire the aesthetics, of course. It's just that they have to look at things. Ito ganito pala ginagawa nito. The mechanics. They could acquire the mechanics, RJ.
But do you mind that your staff also become event stylists as well? Is that
Well, for example, Gary Dakanay is Gary Dakanay. So there's a certain things that, of course, clients would love still to look at. So, well, imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
I see.
Yeah, greatest form of flattery. So I think it's just okay if they acquired the mechanics, but I think the wisdom is not.
I see.
You cannot acquire the wisdom.
I guess
Yeah.
that's yan yung pinaka-secret sauce mo, yung wisdom eh.
Yeah,
The wisdom that
wisdom.
you bring to it. Now, I want to go na to talking about actual wedding reception programs. Sabi mo nga, 12 years ka na dyan sa industriya.
Yes.
Pero right now, what is different para sa ating newlywed couples? What should they remember na pag sila humahanap ng event stylist?
Well, wow, supplier, ngayon, ang mga ikakasal are so picky. They know what they want. Why? Because of social media. They know what they want. Noon, they are clueless. Pag lalapit sila sa amin, what is this? I want to know something. How much is this? Now, when they encounter or when they set a meeting with you, they have their own mood board.
Wow.
Yes, they have their own mood board. And that your task is to polish that mood board. They know what they're talking about. They know what they like. So talagang it has evolved into something like that.
So what are the trends that we should be watching out for when it comes to event styling? What can siyempre couples always want to make sure that there's a uniqueness to their wedding or there's something that's a bit different, right? What can couples do right now from an event styling standpoint?
Well, for me as an event stylist and an artist, the setup is the replica of the personality of the bride. That's for me. So if you're going to ask me what are the trends, what are the trends, what are the ins, or what are the outdated things in styling, I think it's dependent on the bride. Because if the bride loves something like this, hindi mo pwedeng baliin yun eh. For example, gusto niyo ng lotus, di ba? By hook or by crook, there should be lotus there. Whether it's fabricated or real lotus, you have to look for lotus. Something like that. So, and lotus is not in fashion. Something like hypothetically. So, it's not in fashion. So, I think, yun nga, like what I have said, it's the replica of her personality. Kaya nga siya sinabing bridal fair, di ba? It's all about the bride. So, kung ano yung nakita mo talaga doon. Gary, I saw in your wedding that, ang nipis ng bulaklak doon sa ayoko ng ganon, ng anipis. Because that's what the couple wants. She is claustrophobic, ayaw niya ng masyadong
I see.
marami, para siyang hindi makahinga. Kaya I saw your wedding in this hotel, there's no ceiling. Bakit? In na bang walang ceiling ngayon? No, ma'am. It's just that the bride is claustrophobic. Ayaw niya. Pag nakikita yung ceiling, halos hindi siya makahinga. Or the groom is, parang meron siyang vision, ayaw niyang parang nahuhulugan siya, something like that. So, it's the replica of their personality talaga.
And what are your tips for couples when they're choosing an event stylist? Of course, we always want them to go Gary Dakanay.
Yeah.
But if you're telling people right now, you know what? If you're choosing an event stylist, these should be your parameters. Ito yung parang checklist mo.
Okay, if you of course you have to know what you want. because when you talk to an event stylist, the event stylist would always reply to you, what do you like? What's your theme? What are your colors? When is the wedding? How many guests? Ganon. So in choosing an event stylist, of course, before doing that, you have to be complete with your checklist. I love these flowers. I hate these flowers. I love these chandeliers. I don't like chandeliers. You have to be very specific. That's the very first thing that you have to know. Hindi kayong pwedeng haharap sa stylist na, Gary, ano bang maganda? Parang gano'n, it's so vague, di ba? Kasi yung stylist, hindi naman siya yung kakasal. Hindi naman siya yung kakasal. Siya lang yung taga-interpret ng vision mo. So, pag in-interpret niya yun, dapat maayos, kompleto, at medyo nagko-connive sa gusto niya. So, in choosing your event stylist, dapat ready ka with your facts, and of course, you have to be very updated sa social media. What are their current works? Maganda ba yung mga gawa, or okay ba yung mga gawa? Because the social media, of course, is parang seemingly parang bottomless marketing venture na we have to market
So
ourselves.
parang yan yung tinatawag na lookbook.
Lookbook,
Nowadays, yung social media yung ginagamit mo bilang inspirasyon for your...
Yes.
For,
Can we
for
have
this.
your sample works? Please check us on Instagram at this page. Ganun po.
So nowadays, couples should be ready when they approach the
You have to
stylist.
be very ready. It's their responsibility also to know what they like.
Oo.
I think that's one of the most important advice.
And then, isa dyan, yung mga styling also, of course, there's different price points because some people, hindi mo pwedeng sky's the limit when it comes to unless they come from a family that can afford sky's the limit. What do you suggest to them when pag nagpa-budget sila for their event styling?
Of course, hindi ako magsasabi ng range. Hindi ako magsasabi ng range because budget is very personal thing. Although it's an intrinsic factor that they have to consider, hindi yan mawawala that particular budget. So you know your limit. You know your limit, and by knowing your limit, you could already inquire to a stylist. My budget is something like this. I think I don't have to inquire with this particular stylist because I think it goes beyond my budget. I think I have to inquire to this particular stylist because basing on the things she or he is offering in Instagram, I think my budget fits them well. So in terms of budget, you have to be very discerning. You have to be very discerning. At the onset of planning, medyo alam mo na yung budget mo. Hindi yung tinanong ka ng stylist mo, do you have a projected working budget on styling? Ano ba po then you will, tatanungin mo rin sa kanila, ano ba yung, kasi wala namang sagot. Ano po ba talaga yung budget? Wala namang sagot. Nakadepend kasi yan sa kaya ng couple.
Got that. Very, very, very good practical tip sa ating mga couple na nandyan ngayon.
Bago ka sasabak talaga, you have something in mind. This is only my limit. Oh, okay, my limit is like this for styling. So doon, makakahanap ka na.
Got that. Now, moving on, when it comes to, let's go back to entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Kasi ikaw, parang you are a entrepreneur, di ba? Kasi you're a stylist, you are a creative entrepreneur.
Yes.
Ano naman yung mga ibang tips mo for other creative entrepreneurs like yourself na, kunyari, they are involved in other industries, gusto pumasok dito. From what you've learned over all the 15 years, 20 years na ginagawa mo yung negosyo mo, what do you want to share with your fellow creative entrepreneurs?
Well, get ready with stress. You have to get ready with stress. They have to be headstrong to face everything, from financial. Of course, I'm not perfect. I have to learn a lot of things every day as an entrepreneur. You have to be very level-headed to accept that there's feeling of inadequacy. I am not enough. I have to learn everything. Accept your faults. So there's feeling of inadequacy, as what I have said. As an entrepreneur, get ready with stress, as what I have said, because it's gonna be a roller coaster ride. Being an artist, there's you are very insatiable with a lot of things. There's thirst for beauty. And with that sense of insatiability and thirst for beauty, you will spend a lot. You will spend a lot of energy, you spend a lot of resources, money, and everything. Kasi hindi kayo hinto hanggat hindi ka nakakita ng maganda.
Yes.
As an artist.
Agree. Whether it's
In
writing,
layman's term.
drawing, styling.
But with us kasi, nakapeg kami kasi sa the more beauty you see, the more money you have to invest. Ganun yun. So, the more money, hindi ka titigil. Because ang client evaluation mo is relative. Parang hindi maganda. Parang ang ganda, parang hindi maganda. Alam mo yun, it's relative eh. Hindi mo alam kung maganda para sa kalas. It's so subjective. It's a relative term. So you have to work hard for it. Talagang get ready with your resources and everything.
Got that. And finally, anong tips mo sa ating mga soon-to-be-weds who are preparing for their wedding, especially when it comes to styling concerns?
For me, you have to plan early. Planning saves a lot of time, and planning early saves a lot of money, saves a lot of energy, and contains a lot of resources. I think planning early is just being wise. The more you rush things, the more you spend.
I see.
The more you spend in the area of event styling. I think it applies with all.
Oh. And how early in the preparation should they get in touch with the event stylist?
And should I say, what if rush ang wedding, di ba?
Oo.
Well, sometimes there are things na hindi natin makokontrol. Like kaka-propose lang last month, something like that. Or in Chinese, di ba, something happened. So, I think, with the resources that we have right now, kaya naman. Kaya mo na ikasal kahit next month or what.
Wow.
Kaya mo na ikasal. Basta ready ka sa mga finances and resources. So, I think 1 year planning is still healthy to avoid glitches. Yan, one year planning, so to speak. But with the resources, thank you to the resources, availability of resources right now, you could have your wedding anytime. But still, my point is, the earlier you plan, the bigger you save.
Yeah. And with that, thank you so much, Gary, for joining us here on the RJ Ledesma podcast. Truly a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
If people want to get in touch with Gary Dakanay Stylist, how do they get in touch with you?
Of course, I have my Instagram. It's Gary Dakanay _event stylist. They could visit there. I have a lot of pictures there. I have a lot of videos there, so they could check our artistry and yun. And if they want to ask something, we could reply to them, and we are very generous enough in answering their inquiries.
And with that, thanks so much, Gary. Thank you.
Thank
for
you
joining
so
us here in
much.
the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.